Here's the problem with America.
Alright everybody, in today's video is going to be a little bit different. I have a car that I actually used to own. I raced it and I just kind of want to do a review on it, you know, my driving experiences with it, why I decided to part it out and things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. It was a 2002 Mustang GT 4.6 standard car. It did have the Tremec TR3650 transmission in it. I bought the car with a bad engine. Within the first month and a half, I actually pulled the engine out, rebuilt it, did use like King race bearings, new set of rings, just some minor stuff to give it just a refresh. Did send the heads off and had them decked, made sure that it had a 5-angle valve job. I did install XE268 comp cams to give it a little bit more performance, and I was going to give it a badass sound. Long tube headers. I did also do a H pipe at the same time, and the car came with SLP loudmouth LM1 exhaust. Sounded really good, really throaty. I drove it about a year, took it to the track a couple times, wasn't really satisfied. Within the time of it being naturally aspirated, I did put 410 gears in the differential just to kind of get me a little bit better off the line. I was running a 28-inch tire, so I was a 275 60/15. Mickey Thompson ET, I believe an ET slick. After about that year, I ended up picking up a Torque Tech intake kit, which for people who don't know, it allows you to put the Cobra supercharger off of the 03-04 Cobras and put that Eaton on a 2-valve with a 4.6 single overhead cam engine. Ended up picking up one of those for really cheap. I got a really good deal on it. It was about $2,000 for the entire kit, blower to intake. I had actually previously bought a blower that had a 2.9 pulley on it, so it actually went from a factory 3.4 inch pulley to a 2.9. I didn't want to overboost the car. Again, it was stock internals, so I actually took the 2.9 inch pulley off and I put in a 3.1 inch pulley. Made about 9 pounds of boost all day. So went and had the car dyno tuned to Gearheads Performance with the BBK twin 68mm throttle body, the poured and polished blower elbow. It did make 422 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque, which is extremely good, especially for all that car had done. I did take it to the track several times, and even in the Texas heat, I was able to run a 740 in the 8th mile consistently. After I got all that done, I decided I wanted to lighten the car up, so I did put on a AJE. I actually bought an AJE K-member with a set of lower control arms, which for people who don't know, the factory control arms and K-member weigh about 150 pounds, if not a little bit more. When you go to a tubular setup, it actually allows you to run a coilover, so you get rid of the heavy springs and you get rid of that 150 pounds. I think total it weighs about 75 pounds, if that. I was also running strange front shocks with the coilovers. They were 10-way adjustable, so it allows you to go like 10 different settings from super stiff to super soft, depending on how you wanted the car to ride. In the rear, I did have KYB AGX 8-way adjustables, so it's about the same way. I did break the differential a couple times after I did all the motor upgrades. So I actually rebuilt the differential a third time with Mosier 31 spline axles and a Ford Performance differential. So that way it was able to withstand the amount of torque that it was being put through. It actually ran phenomenal. So the reason I actually got rid of it is I've got a friend of mine in Kansas who had a Corvette for sale. I love the car. He bought it when I still lived there, so I jumped on it. I ended up parting the car out and paid for the Corvette completely. I'm gonna also edit in some stuff so you guys can see how the car ran, how it drove, and just some fun stuff I did with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on any part of it, any tech tips, whatever, on installing the Torque Tech kit, I can help you completely. You know, just don't be afraid to ask, and I'll be glad to reply. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll try to do more videos like this as well. Thank you guys, and have a great night.